y'all. So, did something a little different today. I don't know, y'all. I low-key feel like cutting all my hair off. I'm so for real. I feel like cutting all my hair off, y'all. Because the hair is just not hairing for me. And, yeah, I think I might cut it all off, y'all. But anyways, I'll figure that out. But I was thinking while I was in the shower, and I was like, why? Because I was thinking of the thing that came to my mind was he who findeth a wife findeth a good thing. That's what kept playing in my mind while I was in the shower. And I was like, why? And the reason why I guess that it came to me in the first place was because I had like these dried up flowers on my altar, y'all. And they were dried up. And what do most people do whenever somebody gets them roses? Let me return. So what do people usually do? Yeah, they put it in a vase. They might put it up for display. But then whenever they die, what do people do? They throw them away. They throw them away, which I feel like is a total waste of the love, you know? So I always crumble them up, shred them up. I put them in my altar tray and I burn them with love and let all that beautiful energy that I received, let it burn into the flames and be put into the universe through beautiful smells that I'm going to inhale, and it's going to uplift me. That's a spiritual ritual that I do, those types of things. And that gave me that question of he who findeth a wife findeth a good thing, because it's like, damn, I do these things for myself and I feel like they really help me. But I feel like me having a partner, like if my man brought me some flowers, some roses, I'm going to put them up. I'm going to put them up right there in the vase on display. I'm going to love them. You know, I'm going to look at them every day until I can't look at them no more. You know, the energy that we share together, all of that energy is going to absorb into that simple gesture that was given. And then when it comes time to burn it, that's whenever you cast the spell, you put it out there, that energy is being recycled. You feel me? So it can grow into something even greater than what it can already be. It's going to surpass the potential. Okay? So I feel like, yeah. So yeah, that is part of the magic, you know, the magic of 2 versus 1. You feel me? 2 combined into 1 is like hell of a mixture. You feel me? And not even just in magic speaking, magical terms, but even in the physical, you know. There's masculine energy and there's feminine energy. Okay? And when 2 people come together, that's why it's the perfect balance, because you're having that perfect balance of feminine and that perfect balance of masculine. Every aspect of your life is being taken care of how it should be. That's why you have to make sure that the person that you are combining with, the person that you are intertwining this essence with, is the person for you. You feel me? So that was just one of my reasonings on, you know, that's really what got me thinking. Okay? Because we oftentimes find ourselves being a good catch, but I feel like these are questions and things that you need to ask yourself in order to actually evolve and get to where you want to be. We need to ask ourselves these types of questions in hopes that whenever the opportunity approaches for someone to finally like start asking you these very deep questions that are important, you kind of know how you feel, you know what you want, you know how to explain yourself, because I feel like a lot of times things are misunderstood. Because in the moment, of course, sometimes your mind just doesn't think the right responses. It just doesn't think right. Because you're all flooded up with emotions because especially when somebody's really like fluttering those emotions. Yeah, I can't think straight. My heart is thinking right now, but we have to let the mental and the heart like meet in the middle. So these are just things I was thinking about today. Okay, let me go in here, and I have a sweet tooth, y'all, but I don't want anything like too sweet, so I kind of have a taste for like some Teddy Grahams, like some graham crackers. So I'm gonna get me something sweet, and y'all know how I be doing with the drinks. I need to lay off of it really low key, but yeah. So let me go get that. I don't know, y'all. I just been thinking. I feel like the closer and closer I get to like meeting my person, you know, the more, or let's just put it like this, the more and more I heal and get closer and closer to where I feel like I'm healed, like, you know, enough, the more and more I evolve and grow. These are just questions that like flow through my mind. Like, how do you know that you're a good catch? Because this is my explanation. This is my reasoning why. And let's put 2 and 2 together. Let's put this together. And I bet it makes sense. You feel me? So, when you got some lipstick on, you gotta, you know, stick your lips out a little bit, you know? So I wanted graham crackers, but y'all, I have not had these in so long, and I swear I had a lemon cookie on my mind. But I was like, I bet that store don't have them, because they are la bougie, you know? These be them cookies you find, like, in the hood, you feel me? So, okay. Let's keep going. I just had a sweet tooth, y'all. Tomorrow, I need to go get my nails done, y'all. No lie, I've been trying to like save money, preserve money, but I gotta take care of myself too, y'all. These nails is not given. They're my natural nails, just painted over. And I swear they're like chipping. Keep having to file them down. No. We let them breathe. We saved money last week. But tomorrow, I need to go get my nails done. Because I likes to be cute, okay? I likes to be cute. How you think I be pulling such high profiles? Let me stop. I really don't be pulling much of anything. Let's just be real and let's be honest. Don't get me wrong. A lot of men be looking. A lot of men be checking for me, y'all. Left and right. Literally every day. Like, I'm gonna turn heads, y'all. But I be telling men no. No. I don't just meet with someone on the physical. I require connection. You feel me? Oh, yeah. There's a lot of men that throw themselves at me. That don't mean I gotta accept. Because not everybody is healed. You feel me? You can be high profile all day and you're not healed. I don't want a damaged individual. I want somebody healed just like me, that has been through hell in life, possibly. Everybody didn't been through hell in their own way, their own version, their own battles. But I need somebody healed like me, or at least damn near complete. You know, damn near fully healed. You feel me? To where we get together and we heal those small aspects of each other that needed to be healed. We put the bandage on the wounds that were there. You feel me? Underneath the surface that we may not have seen, you know? Because a lot of things, a lot of pain and hurt and things we've experienced in the past yeah, we move on in life. Yeah, we grow, we evolve, we go into new stages in life, become new people, we transform. Yes. But a lot of times it takes actually putting your lessons to the test in the same similar type of situation and see what will be the outcome. And sometimes it takes that other person stepping in and showing you the things about yourself that aren't healed, and actually nurturing those things to help you heal and evolve. That's what it should be for, like, for each other, you know? So that's how I feel, y'all. That's why he who findeth a wife findeth a good thing. Okay? My grandparents were married all the way up until my grandma passed. I grew up seeing grandparents together. My mom, my stepdad, they got married when I was 4. And still to this day, they're together. So I grew up with 2 parents, technically. Yes. And those are things that I've always seen. And even with my kid's dad, y'all, I got with my kid's dad when I was 17, and we stayed together all the way up until I was 27. And that was just because I felt like that was a whole different thing, but we weren't meant to be together. We co-parent very well, though, y'all. But I've always seen, so yeah, y'all, I know the power of man and woman, okay, and what together they can accomplish versus apart. Just for instance, something that I've noticed by a certain individual that I consider myself, a little into, just something I observe. He seems as if he is a very busy man, I feel like he's a very hard-working man, very driven. And I feel like he low-key be having long hours, and I feel like the switch low-key never goes off because he's well-known as well. So it's like, I feel like he always has to have his face on, y'all. Always. So it's the simple things that I feel like I could add to his life if we ever had the opportunity. This is just an example, y'all. Okay? Just an example. But I'm saying, I feel like that's where I would come in as a partner. Like, yeah, you have this face on for the world, but you don't have to have that face on for me. You feel me? You don't. I give you peace. I feel like that's real peace. Whenever you have to uphold a certain standard, uphold a certain image, and look a certain way to the world, that's burdensome. So that's something that I feel like I bring to the table. I'm going to be your peace. Remove that mask that you hold for everyone else. For one, I see straight through it, and I know the real you. I know your heart. I know what you think. I know how you feel. I know when you're burdened, troubled, and I know when you're happy. I know those things. You feel me? And I'm going to move accordingly. I'm going to be your peace. Make you feel like you're living. You feel me? Not waking up, putting on your mask and heading out the door. You feel me? You're going to be living. And then you'll find that later on down the line, the mask doesn't seem so much like the mask. Because as within reflects outwardly. So eventually, the mask is coming off because you're going to start making steps and actions and turning the wheel in areas of your life that are actually beneficial for your highest purpose. Because he who findeth a wife findeth a good thing. It's blessed. It's blessed. And when it's blessed, you can do nothing but succeed. Okay. Propel forward to higher levels of greatness. only imagined possible by yourself. The perfect balance of the masculine and feminine energy. Because a man without woman only has that masculine energy. Why do you think he craves for a woman? Why do you think he desires a woman? And vice versa. You feel me? Vice versa. Equal give and take. Many different areas of life. Many different aspects. That's why you have to know. We. That's why when you get married, you say, I do. I do. Because that's your final decree of I. That's your last I do that you'll ever have. Because after that, it's we. You are one vessel. You are complete. You feel me? So that's why you can never really be complete. Don't get me wrong. You can be healed. But until you go into that sacred union of masculine and feminine, you're not. And that's only because you can't be a man and a woman. No matter, don't get me wrong, we heal and we find certain things about ourselves, but you can never be both. So it's just how I look at it. So enough of this, y'all. Enough of this. I know I gotta be making sense to somebody, though. I know I do. It's 3:33 on my clock, y'all. The number of guidance support. But anyways, y'all. I'm gonna leave this here. So I can get myself together. Hopefully I get some money today. Hopefully my future husband walks through the doors today and at least tells me hello. Oh, wait, that's funny. You ever seen somebody, met somebody, and you're like, I could see that. I could see myself being with you. It's like that inner knowing, like, I can see it. I can see it. I know. I've had that feeling before. Was it right? Nah. Nah, unless miraculously, but still, having that feeling is very important. That's giving you the notion to go ahead and try and see what it could be. Run on and see what the end's gonna be. That's something I heard in church growing up. Run on to see what the end's gonna be. Okay? Sunday service. Sunday service. I don't know, y'all. My friend, when he came to see me the other day, he told me I need to find me a nice, God-fearing man. That is very important. I'm a God-fearing woman. Am I a religious person? A religious woman? That necessarily has to go to church and, you know, read the Bible or any type of book given to me by a man? No. But I am a God-fearing woman. I do worship the divine, and I believe that everything is divinely crafted by the one and only. So, okay, y'all. So it's time to get off of here because my phone is glitching. It keeps cutting out, not saving, not recording. So I think I didn't talk enough about, you know, some things that I felt like I had to get off my chest, make clear, and throw out there into the universe, you know, because I don't know. Maybe my future husband is watching me, you feel me? So, you know, I have to make these things clear so you know what you're getting into. Okay? So, I'm going to leave this here for y'all. Stay blessed. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tapping in. Let me know if some of this stuff kind of put things into perspective, put something on your mind. Maybe you agree with, maybe you don't agree with, but hey, let me know how you feel, because we're all entitled to believe in our own things, y'all. And we should support each other's ideas and, you feel me, respect each other's points of views, okay? Try to see things from different people's shoes, you feel me? So I'm gonna leave this here. Looking cute today, getting back to myself, y'all. I had to get the makeup going today and put my little lashes on, you feel me? Looking good, looking timeless, looking real timeless, y'all. That's the look I was going for. Whenever I do my hair like this, like, I be trying to look like that old school love, you feel me? Old school love. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that there. Keep vibing.